Welcome to today's session. It is day 4 of our Reinvent Yourself program today. So I would like to welcome all of you. I hope you are all having a good experience with the last 3 days of meditation sessions and the knowledge that we are gaining from these sessions. So let us continue our journey. We will continue in the same way as we did yesterday. I will replay the session that happened earlier today and the day 4 session. And I will skip in between where in order to just save some time. And once the knowledge sharing is completed, I will stop the replay and we can share experiences within this group and answer any questions if you guys have. So all of you, you are aware how we are doing. For anyone, if someone has joined new today, I would just like to explain how we do meditation. It's a very, very simple process. You do not have to do anything. That is the primary goal. So you just sit comfortably. If you want to sit on the floor, sit with legs crossed. If you're sitting on a chair, cross your legs at the ankles, just like that. All 10 fingers into fingers. Clasp your hands and keep them comfortably in your lap. Keep your spine erect, vertical, so that you don't unbalance yourself. And then gently close your eyes and just get the guidance as we are guiding. Just follow the guidance and go into meditation. So please get ready, all of you. If you want, you can keep some drinking water by your side, so that if you need to drink water during this meditation till you are requested to open your eyes, please do not open the eyes. That is very important. And then the guide who is leading the meditation will keep on telling you about what next, what to do. All right, it's very simple. There's nothing to be done. No chanting, no imagination, no visualization, nothing. Right? So I'm going to start the meditation soon.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to day 4 of Reinvent Yourself. Today is a very special day as well. Today is actually full moon night. So in exact time. So full moon is a very, very wonderful time for manifestation. It's peak energies and great for meditation. So let's all sit together today and meditate on this full moon night. Normally, we meditate 3 hours in every pyramid center on a full moon. But today, as we have more to cover, we will meditate a power-packed 30 minutes. So if anybody new is joining in, welcome to this 21-day bootcamp. We will begin meditation now. All you have to do is cross your legs, clasp your hands, take out your glasses, relax, close your eyes, and just observe your easy, natural breath. There is no chanting, no visualization, just you and your breath. As the mind wanders, gently bring back to your breath. Let's begin. Let's begin by finding a comfortable position. You may sit in a chair or move to the floor. If you choose to remain in your chair, please cross your legs. On the floor, find a comfortable position with legs crossed. If you're wearing glasses, please remove them. Sit up straight, clasp your hands, and close your eyes. The form of meditation we are doing today was first taught thousands of years ago by the Buddha.
It is called Anapanasati or breath meditation. Ana means in breath, Apana means out breath, and Sati means to be with. So today, we'll stay present with the in breath and the out breath. Let's breathe gently, evenly, and steadily. In and out through the nose. No force, just easy, normal breathing. Inhale, exhale. We are not with our thoughts, we are only with our breath. Remember, we cannot be with both at the same time. Just staying with our breath. Our intention today is to remain aware of the breath. For each time we remain for the full length of the meditation, and each time we successfully remember to come back to the breath, we establish a new pathway in the mind. And when we see ourselves being successful, even if for a brief moment, a single return to breath awareness, we further ingrain this new pathway. And the body and mind learn that we indeed can focus, be still, and stay present. Just being with your breath. Inhale and exhale. So when thoughts arise, and they will, we turn from chasing these thoughts and we return to our breath instead. And we do this again and again and again, as many times as we need to. No focus, no concentration, no chanting. Simply observing your breath. By remaining with breath, away from the thoughts, we enter a new state of mind. The mind becomes empty of thoughts and tunes into the immense cosmic energy. This is the source of all energy. This energy is the medicine which will heal your body and mind. By remaining with breath, we learn to move past the conscious, analytical mind into the subconscious mind, where the heart feels at home, grateful and free. With each breath, you relax even more. Shift your awareness from the world around you to the world inside you. Let the awareness of your breath help guide the mind inward to the infinite energy within. In this one moment, nothing else exists but your breath. Remain present with your breath, easy, natural, relaxed, quiet breath. Each time you find your thoughts have once again taken you away from the breath, gently come back, move inward again. No force. Let the breath guide you in. Follow your breath. As you inhale, it takes you to this inner space of energy. And with every breath out, that infinite space inside connects with the world around you again. With each breath, you completely let go and relax. There is nothing to do right now, nowhere to be, other than right here, right now. Observing the breath. Move from cognition and analysis towards intuition, a more open awareness. Still aware of your breath. Notice how your breath feels as it moves in and out through your nose. How does breath feel as it moves down through your throat, into your lungs, and deep into your belly? Your mind might settle on a particular detail or an overall general awareness of breath. Let it expand. For example, notice the overall movement of breath through the body, the rise and fall of the shoulders, the chest, belly. Stay present with the sensation of breath, allowing the breath itself to be your anchor to this present moment. And if you notice the mind has wandered, simply return to the breath. Natural, easy, steady breath. Completely drop your identity, your personality, self, your ego. Whether you're male or female, whatever title you hold, just simply dropping and connect instead to the magic of breath, becoming pure consciousness. Become the energy of the breath itself. Observe what the breath has to teach you. No longer self-conscious about where you are, what you're doing. Letting go of all expectations. Let go of doing and let yourself simply be in this moment. Withdraw your attention from people, places, time, and events. Just remain present with in-breath and out-breath. Let yourself relax back into this generous, abundant, infinite present moment. Each time you find yourself returning to the known, predictable people, places, and things around you, including the self, let yourself drop back to the unknown. Let yourself drop back into the infinite energy within. By becoming one again with each breath in and each breath out. The breath will guide you inward, away from the world around you, and into a new world within. You are not your job title, your identity, your thoughts, or your emotions. You are this infinite energy within, with infinite possibilities. You are the depth and infinite spacious within. So let yourself go deeper towards this inner wisdom. And let your breath guide you in. Let not a single breath go by without noticing it, without observing. It's time to become nobody. Becoming one with the energy of your breath. Let go of the narrator, the part of your mind saying, now I'm breathing in, now I'm breathing out. Be the breath itself, not the entity observing it. Become awareness itself. Become the infinite field of potential. Invest all your energy in the unknown. Linger here, exploring the breath. Remaining free of expectations, free from judgment. Allow yourself to surrender into the depths of the unknown. Fully immersed in the experience of breath. Drop into this experience, here in the present moment. The experience of breathing in and breathing out. When you allow yourself to become nothing, to become one with this infinite moment, you open up to infinite potential. You become everything. And then, wherever the mind is now, I invite you to come back to this present moment awareness with your next breath. Last 1 minute. Last 30 seconds. With your next breath, I invite you to slowly bring your hands together and place them on your eyes for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly remove your hands and gently open your eyes. And bring your awareness back to the space around you, back to your body. Namaste. Thank you for this meditation and welcome to the new you.
Welcome back, masters, friends. Today we are in day 4, Reinvent Yourself. Again, as we mentioned, today was full moon, is full moon. And if anybody would like to share anything before we begin, I would love to hear any experience that you may have had on this full moon night. Anything that is coming up to your mind, any message maybe you have received today. Okay. One thing I want to mention is it is very important to share your experience, whatever that is, When you share your experience, it allows others to learn from that experience. It opens channels for transformation for you and for others. So, whatever small or big experience that you consider must be shared. Here, Pratiksha says, I was struggling with strong fears. That is okay. As you practice, things will start shifting. We talked about it. So, Pratiksha, congratulations. And the great achievement is that you are here and you are practicing this. Marisol is saying it was amazing. I feel a bit dizzy, and then I can see myself meditating as it was my reflection. It was great. Wonderful, Marisol. Again, congrats. Seeing yourself in meditation is a wonderful experience. Congratulations. And Sridhar says, I feel very comfortable during meditation. Wonderful, Sridhar. And I would also like to know where you're from, Sridhar. You can write here or you can unmute and talk. Nilima says it was a deep meditation. Sindhuja, it was felt very blissful with the music. We talked about music yesterday. Sridhar is from Qatar. Wonderful. And Shashi, you wanted to say something? Would you still want to say? Okay, we'll unmute Prachi.
Hi, Pari and everyone. I'm Prachi from California, Bay Area.
Yes, Prachi.
I'm
Welcome.
sorry, I'm not able to. Thank you so much. I'm not able to switch on the camera, but some days in this boot camp, I'll definitely switch on the camera. I'm sorry about that. So I just want to share my experience that meditation always, I have, this is the second time for me doing Reinvent. I did it once 40 days during, I think, September 2021.
Mm-hmm.
And I completed 40 days then, and I definitely intend to do it this time as well for 21 days. So the experience then and now all is all good. uh, I do practice meditation, not regularly, but I do as much as I can. And when I get a chance to join a camp or some programs like Reinvent, it becomes a habit. It's easier to follow than putting into the schedule on my own. But meditation always is very blissful. Like today with the flute sound, it was very wonderful. I think I went deep into it. I didn't have really any thought, but I just had the consciousness of my breath in and out. And I think we do get some thoughts here and there, but again with the guidance in between which says to bring you back yourself to the breath, it does help. And I have one question for today, Pari. Uh, so my question is, I've heard this watching a lot of videos and doing a lot of webinars that whenever you're facing a situation again and again, something is coming again and again, say an unpleasant or a difficult situation, you definitely have something to learn from it. And that's why, the these universal energies are throwing it back again on you until we learn our lessons. How do we identify, my question is, how do I identify that? What is the lesson from my current situation?
Okay. Prachi, wonderful. First of all, welcome back again to Reinvent. I am
Thank
so
you.
happy that you're back.
Thank you.
And finally, we are doing in California
I
time.
know. I really,
Convenient.
really thank you, and lots of gratitude for really doing it for the PST people. 9 p.m. is just so apt to do the meditation, hear to the wonderful talks, and gain the knowledge, and just go with it to the sleep. It's the perfect time, I think.
Yes, yes. Yeah. So I'm glad. And the question you asked, let me answer at the end after the session. After I
Okay.
discuss the topic, I'll answer the question. How about that?
Sure. Absolutely fine. It works.
Oh,
Even if you said you'll answer it at the end of 21 days, I would have waited for it.
okay, no problem. Thank you, Prachi, and I'm glad to see you. And I want to see you your face one day. So
Yes, definitely. I was just not prepared today. Like I'm in my all night dress and bun
see,
and dark room.
see whether you're in pajamas or in dark, it doesn't really matter. I just put lipstick just because I like it. Other than that, I have pajamas down. So it's like don't even worry about it. Just
Yeah. I
yeah,
have to come out of being camera conscious, and I definitely will come on in
you
this
have
21
to.
days. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Can I ask you, Pari, where you are?
I'm in Irvine.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yes, yes. So you guys have to come here, visit here, all the Bay
Okay.
Area, and I'll be there in June.
Yeah, I heard that day your talk with Shashi, and I was thinking of connecting to Shashi, and I mean, I look forward to meeting you definitely.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, Shashi, please unmute and share.
Hi, Pari ma'am. Again, hi, everyone, all masters. Gratitude to all of you, and thank you very much for this beautiful session, Pari ma'am, you are doing, and especially doing for for our time. It's so really wonderful, as Prachi said. And I just wanted to share a little bit about my experience today. Meditation. I joined, I think, 5-10 minutes late, and but it was so good, very deep inside. And as you said, like the flute meditation is really always, I do Brahmrishi Pitama Patriji's flute meditation is always like very soothing and very deep. Today I felt actually very cold while I was like doing meditation, very, very cold. Always I feel like I'm sitting somewhere in the refrigerator. Always my body will just go like very cold. So I always have to, wrap myself and then sit. I don't know why. But today was actually the beautiful thing was when we are saying come out, and I was like not even feeling to come out. I was like very difficult to come out. So what we can do in that situation when we have to come out, sometimes I'm like doing meditation, the group meditation also, so I'm not able to open camera because of that. I was not most of the time not able to come out. So my question is, in this situation, what we can do?
Well, if you have time and you can meditate, if you don't want to come out, don't come out. I see Radhika still meditating. So you don't have to come out. You can just sit in meditation and continue if it is not something that you have to get up. So yeah, just continue, just do what your body asks you to do. There's nothing, you don't have to get out of it if you don't need to. And yes, today was very, very deep, very energetic. The whole group's energy was very high. So I'm glad we are here today. So thank you, Shashi.
Thank you
Uh,
very much.
Thank you. And let's begin the session today, which we're going to talk about thinking patterns. Okay. And this is one of the is a foundation of the spiritual science, foundation of spiritual science, foundation of manifestation, and foundation of PSSM. So we start with the quote. We'll go around probably 20-25 minutes on this. So let's start directly with the quote here. There are 4 types of thinking patterns. Okay. And normally we know 2 types of thinking patterns. This is a normal thinking, which is that negative and positive. Those are the 2 types of thinking that we normally speak about. But there are actually 4. One is disastrous thinking. I want you all to say along with me. I know you're in mute, but again say disastrous thinking, negative thinking, positive thinking, and miraculous thinking. Disastrous thinking, negative thinking, positive thinking, and miraculous thinking. These are the 4 basic thinking patterns existing in human beings. This is what he introduced, and we are going to go deeper into this. And first, we'll start with a quote by our very popular and famous Eckhart, who wrote the book Now. the power of now. The primary cause of unhappiness is never the situation, but your thoughts about it. He says that the primary cause of unhappiness or suffering is never the actual situation, but they are your thoughts about the situation that causes suffering. Pretty interesting. So thought power is the key. We're going to talk about the thought power also here in the next 20 minutes. Thought power is the key to creating your reality. We have a whole session on you create your own reality. This is a new topic that I introduced into this Reinvent Yourself. Everything you perceive or everything in your visible outer world has its origin in the invisible inner world of your thoughts. Everything that you see in your life, every experience, every person that you attract, which Prachi was just talking about, has its origin in the invisible inner world of your thoughts. To become the master of your destiny, therefore, you must learn to shift the thoughts into what you want to perceive, to direct the nature of your dominant way of thinking that determines your overall mental state or frequencies. So we all have a dominant thinking pattern. We all have. So if you divide your day into 4 quarters, what is your dominant? What kind of thinking are you thinking? We all can be positive at certain times, can be negative at certain times, can be disastrous at certain times, and can be miraculous at certain times. But in your overall day, in your 24 hours, where are you spending most time at? Try to find out that. Where are you spending? In which quarter are you spending? Are you just visiting negative thinking and coming back? Or are you building a home there and living there? Where are you? So that is a question that we must ask ourselves and be aware of that. This is your homework, actually. Tomorrow, this is where you're going to be aware and see where you are. What is your dominant thinking pattern? By doing so, you will be able to attract into your life what you desire to attain as you come to know the truth that it is indeed your thoughts that are the seeds that give rise to your experience in your life. So thoughts are very, very powerful. A thought power is when we talk about thought power, we all have this personal thoughts, but there is also this collective thoughts that are happening around us, which along with the thought, when there is emotion, then it becomes very, very powerful. That enhances the thought power. How thought power creates. Everything started with a thought. Zoom, one person had a thought that there should be some tool so that everybody can connect and talk, and that thought created the platform Zoom, where we are all here. So everything, the whole existence has created with a thought. So thought is something that we must understand the power of it, and how to harness that power is what we're going to learn today. Your thoughts determine your mental state. What thoughts are you having? That is what is determining your state of mind. Your state of mind, your mental state determines your state of being. What is it is your thoughts that create a mood, that the mood creates a personality. The personality creates an identity. This is what Joe Dispenza talks about. If you don't know Joe Dispenza, definitely see his classes and his book. I highly recommend Breaking the Habits of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza. Day after, Radhika will be taking a class on reading books, write books, where she will be discussing a lot about books. So breaking the habit of being yourself. So in Joe Dispenza talks. So our thoughts, our dominant thoughts, what are we thinking? Oh, I don't have time. I have to run. I can't finish this. I don't have money. I can't afford this. I'm so frustrated. I am in anxiety. All these thoughts create a mood. A mood creates a personality. Personality, where consistently you are having those moods, it becomes an identity of who you are. So when we want to change our experience in our life, we have to change what do we have to change? Our thoughts. Change your thoughts, change your life, by Dr. Wayne Dyer. Wonderful book again. Highly recommend to read. Change your thoughts, change your life. So let's talk about mental health. Now, today, in every organization, everywhere in society, in our everyday life, we hear about mental health every day. It's like another discussed, like everyday discussed topic. So mental health, our overall mental state is determined by our mental diet. Now, there is not just a physical diet, there is a mental diet as well. Now, we are going to start a mental diet detox program from today with this session. In the same way that the state of our body is largely determined by the food that we eat, the state of our inner world is a function of the mental food that we consume and what we think. And the mental food that we are consuming is thoughts, and how that food comes into our mind through the songs that we hear, through the videos that we watch, through the conversations that we have. All of these is our consumption of our mental food. And with that food, we have these thoughts. And this thought, the state is determined by that. Okay. So now let's talk about this. Mind is an oven. Okay, I'm going to talk about this, guys. Our mind, basically, when I say mind, we have two things where in this context. When we talk about abundance, there are different other types of consciousness. Here we have two types of consciousness: conscious mind, subconscious mind. Okay, here, conscious mind, subconscious mind. 95% of our everyday experience is driven by our subconscious mind. 5% is our conscious mind. Like learning driving, when you are learning driving, you're very conscious, you know, okay, this is accelerator, this is the brake, I need to press this, I need to look right, I need to wear a belt. You're very conscious about it. When you start doing it every day, and remember the time where you are driving and you just don't know how you came to where you went there. It just happened. You don't even know how you got there. So that is all subconscious mind driving. 95% of our life, we are right now living a subconscious life that has been the programs that have been installed within us since our childhood. So our mind is like an oven. Whatever you put in here comes out. If you put a lemon cake and we keep expecting chocolate cake to come out, it's not going to come out. If you put lemons, you're going to get a lemon cake. If you put apple pie, you're not going to get a strawberry pie. You're going to get an apple pie. But what are we experiencing? What are we doing? We want a great life, positive life, miraculous life. But what do we consume? All the negative stuff. Watching news, watching disastrous things around us. Conversations that we have, the conversations. When we talk about that, when we think about that, when we see that, when we read about it, we are consuming information, what is information? That frequency. Information is frequency. When we are consuming that, and if we expect something else to come out, it's never going to come out. So when your mind is like an oven, whatever you put in there comes out that. So the thing is, we need to start consuming what we need to put out, what we need to change. So now Buddha said this. What did Buddha say? Thoughts become things. That is what he said. Thoughts becomes things. And he said, whatever our mind, and this is not Buddha said, this is my own quote. Whatever your mind conceives, your reality must express. Whatever your mind conceives, your reality must express. This is a quote by Pari. Now, what is this? I'll explain this. That means whatever you believe it. See, conceiving means you can be pregnant or not pregnant. You cannot be in between. You cannot be like, oh, I am just pregnant. I may be pregnant. I don't know. No, you're either pregnant or you're not pregnant. You either believe it or you don't believe it. That's how the universe sees it. So when you are thinking about it, even though if you think like, I don't want this. Yesterday or day before, Abid gave a great message. Focus on what you want, not on what you don't want. Even though if you say, I don't want to see this, I don't want to see this, you're still sending energy, you're still thinking about it. And it is still conceived by your mind and it expresses in your reality. So thoughts now in this present day scenario, in present day energetic shift that we are in, thoughts are becoming things much, much faster rate than we have seen 20 years back. And you are seeing this every day. It is happening very, very fast because of the energetic shift that is happening on Earth. We are moving in a very, very fast frequency zone, the whole solar system. And this is beautifully written by David Wilcock. All his books, if you read Source Field Investigations by David Wilcock, you'll understand more about this, what I'm talking. And I would love to get deeper, but we don't have time. We'll do advanced classes and we'll talk deeper on this. So let's talk about the 4 types of thinking right now. First one is disastrous thinking. It is usually sees an unfavorable outcome to an event and then decides that if this outcome does happen, the results will be disaster. And here are some examples. What? A child, this is my father's example. I'm stealing his example. A child, a mother waits out at the gate to see a child come back from the school. She sends the child to the school and she just waits outside to see, oh, is my child there? Is my child there? Oh, something bad might have happened. Something, oh, I don't know what happened. Let's see, let's see. This is the mother expecting a disastrous event, outcome. So she's standing out there and expecting a disaster to happen. This is called disastrous thinking. In COVID, I go out, something happened, something will happen, I will die. If I die, what will happen? So the thought continues to a disastrous event to happen to expect. Oh my gosh, if I become rich, the government will come take me. Why? This is a disastrous event because we see rich people going to jail. We see rich people getting into drugs. So money is bad. I want money, but I don't want to be rich. This is a spiritual people's disastrous thinking, by the way. We'll talk about this in abundance class, money and abundance, money and spirituality. So disastrous thinking is expecting a disaster to happen is disastrous thinking. Now, what is negative thinking? Negative thinking, you know, I just can't meditate. I just can't do it. I like Sridhar is in Qatar. I'm in Qatar. How can I teach meditation here? They will kill me if I teach meditation. I will go to jail if I teach meditation. I cannot do it here. Negative thinking. No. I don't know how to speak. What can I teach? Negative thinking. So I can't even do this. I never can do anything right. If you fail once and you have that thinking in your pattern that I failed once, I can never do it again. I can never lose weight. I can never have a great morning without my morning tea. How many of you think like that? Without morning tea, I cannot, my brain doesn't function only. It doesn't activate only. I need to have my morning chai or coffee. I have to have. And by the way, I was a coffee addict. I quit coffee in 2012. Complete coffee addict. I quit coffee. And then I started getting into tea. Of course, you need some caffeine. So I switched into tea and I became vegan. So I had to now switch from dairy to oat milk, which I enjoyed very much. But now I decided it's so much hassle to go buy milk, make tea, drink. I decided to stop tea only. And now I'm only on herbal teas. So it's so much freedom I got, like from the thought that I had that I can never with tea, like in Hindi, we say, tea ke bina to kaam chalta hi nahi hai. To all the people who don't know Hindi, forgive me. I was just saying that without tea, I cannot function. But now I am so free. I can no tea, I'm fine. So I could change my experience by just changing a thought, by getting out of that thinking pattern. So that is negative thinking. Positive thinking. What is positive thinking? I can do it. 21-day boot camp, let me try. I can do this. That is positive thinking. All of you who are here, a big clap for you, because you are here because of positive thinking. You are here, you signed up. Let me see if I can do this. That is positive thinking. We are more now, of course, we talk more about positive thinking everywhere. The first battle is won just by positive. We teach our children, think you can run, you can win the race. Be positive, be positive. That's what we teach. But today, you are in reinvent yourself. I'm going to push you more further. Today, positive thinking is old paradigm. We are beyond that now. We are in miraculous thinking. Miraculous thinking. We expect miracles to happen. That is miraculous thinking. 40 days, of course I can do it. Pari, you want me to teach meditation? The whole of Qatar I am going to teach. What Qatar? All the countries after that I am going to teach. That is miraculous thinking. People will come. Let's do an event. Sridhar will do an event next year in Qatar where 200 people will come. And we will do it. That is miraculous thinking. Already happened. No fear, no doubt, no question. Dreaming big. Because you are the creator. You can. There is no, I can't do it. Why you can't do it? What is wrong with you? Why you can't teach meditation? Why you cannot meditate? We see so many examples of people who don't have legs, who don't have hands, doing extreme athletic feats. If they can do it, we can't just meditate for 10 minutes, for half an hour, for 1 hour. If yogis can sit in Himalayas and meditate for thousands of years, we can meditate for 1 hour. Which world are we living? And what kind of thinking are we in? And we want to be manager, we want to be director, we want to be at the topmost position, but look at our thinking. This is where the shift needs to happen. Miraculous thinking. Yes, it already happened. This is how in India, 25,000 pyramids have been built by miraculous thinking without money, built by villages. I'm going to show you in the next 15 days that we have, or 16 days. I will show you how people from rural India have transformed millions of lives, their communities, their states, by teaching meditation. Women who are household women, who are not even allowed to go and work, have transformed their not only their lives, but their whole community's lives. How did they do it? This is what I'm going to show you. How miraculous thinking changes our whole lives. We expect miracles. No more talks about disasters or negative. No more talks. When we are with our family, with our things, what is the first conversation we have? I have diabetes. I don't know what. I don't know if I have medical insurance. I have sugar problem. Oh, you know that doctor? I should go to that doctor. That is a conversation. That is where the conversations begin. Now think miraculously. Every day I hear experiences of people healing themselves. Every day. They call me and they text me, Pari, I healed myself. I healed my diabetes. I healed my cancer. I healed my migraine. My chronic 3-year back pain has gone. Miraculously. These are the things that I hear every single day. Miraculous. The other day, Biksham from San Diego, he calls me and says, when he started meditation, Pari, I got a job without getting an interview. Miracles are happening in my life. So these are the conversations I hear every day. And this is what we are born for. Our birthright is health. Our birthright is wealth. Our birthright is being abundant. But because of our own thinking, we create these diseases, we create this lack in our own life. We create that. We are the creators. And there's a whole session, guys, about you create your own reality that is coming up. More on this. And Einstein, this is one of my favorite quote as well. The religion of the future will be cosmic religion. That's what Einstein said. It will transcend personal God and avoid dogma and theology, by Albert Einstein. What a wonderful quote. It will be a cosmic religion. In future, it will only be spiritual scientists. Think for yourself. Ask questions. Don't believe me. Experiment. Experiment this thinking for yourself, changing your thoughts. How your entire life changes for yourself and for the people around you. Such amazing. And I know here, so many people have created miraculous living in their lives. So many people. When you start shifting your thinking, that is where all manifestation is beginning. It begins from there. So these are the 4 thinking patterns. Let's repeat again. Disastrous thinking. This is school, guys. This is your new learning. Negative thinking. Positive thinking. Miraculous thinking. Only miraculous thinking. No talking disasters. No, I cannot. Oh, I don't know if I get leave or not, Pari. I don't know. I don't know if I can join the event. I will be there. Pari, you tell me the date, I'll be there. That is miraculous thinking. What is miraculous thinking? You don't make decisions based on the reality around you, based on the limitations around you. You make sankalp, you make an intention, and things will align to you. That is miraculous thing. That is how it happens. When you make a decision, Shashi, I need a pyramid in California. Yes, that is miraculous thinking. And you're not like, I don't know, I don't have money, I don't know how I can say. Wrong, 0 marks if you say that. But now Shashi gets 100 marks. This is miraculous thinking. Yes, it will happen. And the other side of this is, when this particular intention is aligned with the universal cause, it is extremely powerful. When now your intention, any intention, even when you do a business, it should not be a business to make money. How can I impact community? How can I serve community? That should be the intention to do the business. Always service. Find the service part and money, abundance will automatically come to you. So this again, this is a switch. So when your intention is aligned with universal cause, always, I want a big house, not to show my relatives, oh, how great status I have, or how much successful I am. That is not the intention that I want a big house. I want a big house so I can invite people and host spiritual gatherings. I can feed people. That is my intention, and that is why I want a big house. So the desire is not wrong. I know I'm going ahead of me. We'll discuss all this in abundance class. But again, your thinking matters. How your intention matters. So from tomorrow, just be aware. Where are you spending your time? In which thinking are you spending? Positive, negative, disastrous, miraculous. Now, once you're aware, if you are not even aware of where you are, what will you change? So now, once you're aware of where you are, you slowly start shifting. So sometimes if I get negative thoughts, I give myself 5-second rule. Okay, Pari, this is a negative thought. Let's shift it. Let's shift it. And I shift it. And that is how, because I have big dreams. My dream is to bring meditation to the entire world, to every community on this earth. And if my dream is big, I cannot waste time in thinking disasters because I don't want to create disasters. I want to spend time in thinking and creating what I want to see in my life. First thing is, you come out of the limitations of what you see around you. Everything will shift. Everything will shift. You just have to shift your thought pattern. Now, going back to the question, what Prachi asked, if we keep attracting things, and maybe there is a lesson there. If we keep attracting things, the same thing, maybe because first thing is there can be two different things. Yes, maybe there's a lesson and you have to learn. And maybe you have to shift your internal belief systems. That is why you're attracting the same thing again and again. I work with a lot of people who went through trauma. The first thing they say is if they had gone through trauma with their parents, and they probably would have married the same person, like their father or whoever they went in through, because they're attracting, the vibration is attracting the programs that they have instilled. Although you like it or not, you want to change it, but it is such an addiction. We'll talk about this in detail in emotional intelligence, Prachi. You will get the entire picture by the end of the 21 day. So it is, you attract the same thing again and again because you haven't changed the program within. You haven't changed that. Nobody has taught us to do that. No school has taught us how to delete programs and how to install new programs. And that is what we learn today. We learn in this program. So when we shift it, the external things change. And sometimes on the flip side, if you are with a narcissist, there's nothing to change outside. There's nothing to learn. You just cut the cord and move on. So there are two different things. And Radhika here there is a whole class on healthy boundaries. She's going to talk about it. Normally in spiritual courses, you don't see this topic, but we have introduced that because it is extremely important, even from a spiritual perspective. So we need to know where to set the standards, where to set the boundaries, what is that we have to learn. And that awareness, that self-conscious comes through meditation. And that is why we must meditate. To be more intuitive, to be more aware of what is happening. Is it something that I should learn, or I should need to cut this? Is this toxic and I need to cut and move on? What do I need to do? That awareness comes through your own meditation, your own intuition. So yes, Prachi, so I'm gonna, we'll keep talking about this.
Program. So I will invite all of you now to ask any questions, your experiences, if you want to share anything you want to discuss here now. It's your time. You can unmute yourself and speak. I will try to answer. Anything that you want more clarity on from today's topic or previous day's topics.
Hi.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, it's okay. Yes, please.
I really liked today's session, and I had a question.
Mm-hmm.
She was talking about how sometimes you can get caught up in like negative thinking or like negative thought patterns. So I was wondering, do you have any tips where maybe if you recognize that you are having, because I noticed, I actually watched the class in the morning, the 7-1, and I tried doing the pattern of trying to see my thoughts throughout the day. And I noticed that judging myself, judging other people, like, why is that there? So I became very, very aware of these thoughts. And I was like, wow, when you pay attention to it, they're very, very, like they're underground, but they're there.
Yes.
So I was wondering, would you have any tips now that perhaps if someone recognizes that I have maybe judgmental thoughts towards myself or other people, or maybe it might be worrisome thoughts. Any like tips towards moving towards that positive, miraculous thought patterns that she was talking about?
Sure. So the very first thing I would say is that you have already started going in the right direction by being aware of your thoughts. You're able to now see your own thought patterns. So now you are more aware of your thoughts. Once you develop this practice of meditation more and more, you will automatically find that your negative thoughts are beginning to disappear. To understand this subject in a very deep way, you have to understand, where do the negative thoughts come from? Where do the disastrous thoughts come from? All of them have got fear at their source. They come from fear. And the fear comes from our grooming, the way we have lived our lives so far. And 100% of the people on this planet develop fear as the root cause of everything. So the trick that I found was that I found more helpful in my own experience was that stop thinking about the past and the future. If you think about the past, you will remain in fear. If you think about the future, you will remain in anxiety. You will always be anxious. What may happen? Now, if you do not do that, if you start living in your current moment, living in the current moment happens by being with your breath. That is what we are practicing through meditation. So when you are in the present, you are not even thinking about the past. You are not carrying any worries. And you're not thinking about the future. By accepting whatever comes my way, I am prepared to take it. By thinking about it, I cannot change it. Whatever has to come will come. All those experiences that come are my creation. So instead of being anxious of the future, why don't I change my present, where I am today? So if I am aware of my thinking, I can create thoughts that will manifest the future. So instead of being anxious of the future, create the future you want. Create the experiences you want. And that's possible only when you are in the present. So be continuously be in total awareness of the things that are happening now. What happens by being in the moment, being in total awareness of what you are doing. Say, for example, if you are going for a shower, just think about your experience of taking a shower. You enter the shower, you undress, you open the flow of water, stand under the shower, and do the whole thing, come out, put on your coat, whatever, and then get busy with your next activity. In this whole process, your mind has never even witnessed showering. Your mind has been all over the globe. That is what we call as not being in the present. Your mind continuously keeps working on either future or remembering the past. Mind can never remain in the present. So we have to practice to keep the mind in the present. So when now onwards, whatever activity you are doing, say for example, you are showering, that activity do with full consciousness of everything you are doing. Feel the change in body temperature when you undress. You feel that, what my body is experiencing now. Be with yourself. When the drops of water touch your body, what does it feel like? When you apply soap to your body, What does it feel like? Just be with yourself, experience the entire showering experience. And so when you do that, what happens? Your mind does not have time to think, being anxious of the future or worrying about things of the past. None of those things. You are in the present. Now, when your awareness remains in the present, now think about it. Like, what are the far-reaching consequences of this? When you are focused, when you are in full awareness of the present, what happens is that you become aware of all that you have. Your awareness does not go to things that you don't have. Normally, you are all the time thinking, I want this, I want that, I need this, I need that. You are always your awareness is on things which you don't have. That's the normal for everybody. And what happens? That means I am constantly thinking about those few things that I don't have and ignoring all the big things that I have. This beautiful body, this healthy body, this nice environment to live, this beautiful shower where I'm taking a shower. I'm not aware of it. I just walk in and walk out just like a robot, not acknowledging what I have. So when you start living focused on your present, then you are not in awareness of lacking mindset. I lack this, I don't have this, I don't have. Constantly living in that lacking mindset will give your life full of lacking. You will attract lack in your life. You won't get abundance. You will get abundance when you focus on what you have. I have everything. I have all that I need. And I can prove that all of us have everything that we need. We have created it. Nobody else gives it to us. We create. And when we create, we must have everything that we need. So remember this thing. We just don't pay attention to. Once, say for example, you want a new car. You simply go and buy a new car. You have the car. Within a week, you will forget that you have a new car. Trust me on this. Once you have things, you forget about them. Why? Because now your awareness shifts to the next thing that I don't have. So we have to practice being in the present. And that is what you are learning from meditation. And all this is going to, so when you don't have anxiety, when you don't have worries, when you don't have stress, when you don't have fear, you will not naturally not have negative thoughts or disastrous thoughts altogether. They will not be there. They don't have the food to nourish them. Right? I hope I made the point across that negative thinking comes from all these things by not being in the present. We are constantly anxious or worried. Right?
Thank you. Yes, I understand. Thank you. That's actually very helpful and practical.
Yeah. And this is the key to abundance in life. Abundance in every aspect of your life comes from being aware of what you have, not what you don't have. Don't even go there. You are abundant. All of us are abundant. And that once you are aware of what you have, when you remain with what you have, then you are blessed with more opportunities to be grateful for. And that's how you will be abundant in health, abundant in relationship, abundant in financial aspect, abundant in your career. All aspects of life, you will be abundant. Okay, that's the key. So this is why meditation takes you in the best possible version of your life. I hope this helps everybody. Any other questions? Okay. So if there are no more questions, we will end our session for today. Later on, if you get a question, please feel free to write in the WhatsApp group. I will definitely answer your questions. Okay. Now, one quick thing I want to tell before we shut this thing down. Some people, it looks like, are associating meditation with worship. Worship is a religious activity. Meditation is a skill. It's a life skill. Meditation has nothing to do with religion, nothing to do with worshiping. So all the concepts that we have that come from that mindset of worshiping don't apply to meditation. Free yourself, unlearn that. When you are in meditation, it's a skill. You are developing a skill to know your mind. That's what this is. Okay? So please keep them separate. Our religious beliefs, our practices, worshipping practices, all those things are related to a separate aspect, not with meditation. This is a general human skill that we all can benefit from as human beings. All right?
LSG.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. You've been so helpful, though I did not ask the question, but I really like the way you explained. It was so nice. Thank you very much. And I'm so happy with this meditation session that's happening. And thanks to each and everyone for being a part of this. I should be very blessed to be a part of this. Thank you so much. Really love the way you explained, really. And I don't know if Patri is still there online. Thank you so much, Pari.
She is not online. What we were doing was we were replaying the session of the morning.
Ah, okay.
She did this session in the morning, Africa time, live. If you want to attend the live session, if you are available at
it's in the morning, right? At 7 a.m.
Yes.
7 a.m. But it's India time 7 a.m. So it's African time. Is for me it's 11:30.
It's not the 7. It's
no 7 a.m. Kenya time.
7 a.m.
7 a.m. Kenya time is 5 a.m. for me, right? Nigeria time is 5 a.m.
Yeah, it's 5 a.m. right.
Ah, okay. 5 a.m. I can manage.
Every day I'm posting the link for morning time.
Okay.
You can check in the group.
Yes.
I'll try to do the 5 a.m. and I'll also try to come in the evening session.
Sure.
And if I have time, definitely if I have time.
Whatever works for you. Whatever works for you, please attend the sessions. It's either way, whichever way you want to attend. It's very good knowledge and very good experience.
Yeah. I've done this 45 days also. It was very nice, beautiful. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Let's end the session for now, and we will meet tomorrow again. Please come with your questions. I'll be happy to answer. Thank you.